I know the people matter, the freedom will speak you better. Your armor, the battlefield where you wrestle, the evil scatter. It's bigger than rap and the track that you're feeling. Picture life is bigger than that, to be trapped like you're feeling. When you're caught up in your own world, sin is in your domain with no gain, but strive for more pain. The life of pure shame is vanity. To lift for self, too many casualties, eternal destination, picture had is your reality. A dark soul, you owe your life to him, your heart's cold. With fire in the dust, all is marching hard for the gospel. It's Christ for the people first, who've been led in the life show. It's life that we're seeking first by reflecting the blood, so never apologetic. Last days, behold the record. Kingdom ambassadors like Lazarus, we know what breath is. Packaging life in the art form, they made you leak with Christ's bone. The hated beat, the mic's torn, the flavors keep. Yeah, I'm Bonafide Last Days fam, and a rapper, producer. And the relationship we have with Back to the City is that like we started performing, I think, in 2009. And from there, I think Back to the City gave us like a broader view and perspective on things in terms of exposure. So people got to know about our group. And from there on, it's been a healthy relationship.
What it do, my litchies? It's your girl, Miss Patty Monroe, a.k.a. Young Messi, a.k.a. Scary Poppins, a.k.a. Patty Monreezy. You know what I think is so amazing about Back to the City? It's that it's on the same day every day, and that's the 27th of April, Freedom Day. And it's just a chance for you to be who you want to be and do what you want to do. And we all come here and we get together, we enjoy the music. We enjoy a bit of this and a bit of that, you know, and we're out here just pushing and spreading the love, guys. Shout out Back to the City. Shout out you guys.
My name is Bags. I'm from Last Days fam, a crew from Tembisa in Johannesburg. We're here for the Back to the City Festival, which is celebrating its 10th anniversary. Hip-hop is important in my life basically because it's a form of expression. I'm able to express my views, my thoughts through this art form of hip-hop. I remember when I was 9 and 10 when I started being interested in the art form itself, and then I got to writing the poetry and stuff and incorporating that with music, which made the art form of hip-hop so I could relate with hip-hop. I basically grew up with hip-hop.
My name is Flo. I'm a poet, MC, photographer, actor, performer, anything artistic, yeah. Hip-hop is the foundation, you know, from back in high school, writing, reading, listening to, hip-hop, listening to the poetry in hip-hop, listening to the creativity in hip-hop, listening to knowledge of self in hip-hop, listening to how to handle life, what other people are going through, how they handle those problems, and how they came up. So, yeah, basically my reference of life is hip-hop, like many of my peers, you know?
1, 2. Yeah. I ain't Korean, yeah. Spears with spears. They say I'm gifted. Give it like the beers and cheers. Catch a thunderbolt. Knock a straight line. 100 notes. Gunning throats. Make you run your coat while the suns are flow. Free hats. My skill is real as G-rap. And feel as ill as concealing drills in the kneecap. And funny stop and 3 snaps in the circle. When all the purple and green.
I will tell you from a perspective of how we view things as Last Days fam. For me, I would say hip-hop is a platform where we can truly express who we are, you know what I mean? With the message that we have, because we're Christian guys and our message is about the gospel, is about Christ. So we use hip hop to sort of like channel that message through to the people, you know, so that it can be a culture in a sense that, you know what, you cannot be separated from it. Like it's not like when you're in a sitcom or you're an actor or whatever, you know, but it's something that's real, something that you can relate to, something that people can relate to as well. So it's a cool thing. It's a good thing, yeah.
If I buy my mama house this year, I'm going cynical. I don't need publicity, cause ego got the recipe. All I used to score was A's back in high school. Don't be testing me.
And events like this are important because it gives artists the ability to share their music with many people from different backgrounds, and today's Freedom Day as well. So we're also acknowledging where our country comes from, and we're tying this freedom of expression with the freedom that we have as black people in South Africa, celebrating our freedom from 1994.
Back when I was growing up, gang signs they was throwing up. The rappers say they in the game, and I don't see them showing up. Went from blowing trees to being on joints with OGs, but I'm connected to this money like my paper side me.
Yeah! For the mere fact that we celebrating Freedom Day, you know, it takes us back like 27 years ago, 28 years ago, when our country got, you know, independence and freedom, you know, so like us trying to channel that message through the music and also sharing with people that, you know what, you know, through hip hop you can accomplish a whole lot of things. You don't have to do the normal stereotypical things where hip hop is associated with bad things like drinking, drugs, and chicks, but you can channel it and use it in a way that can be beneficial. You can educate people through music, you know, just like the likes of the Roots, of Black Thought of the Roots. Like that guy is very instrumental. Even his lyricism is very positive and constructive, you know. So even with most of these artists, they can do the same. They can learn from your legendary Black Thought, your legendary Elzai, who's here, who's going to be performing as well. So like you can channel it in many ways and use it as a positive tool.
Well, I don't think you can encourage them. We can hope to inspire them, you know, by shows like this, by exhibitions, by putting your work out there, by risking things, you know, by taking chances. And eventually those who are meant to or those who like to will follow. It's not for everyone, you know. It's a rebellious art form, so there's no check at the end of the month. So yeah, if you want to follow your dreams, just keep posting, keep producing, keep making, keep on keeping on, and then you'll inspire those who are willing to be inspired. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
When I pull through, you better pack up shop. When I'm in a spot, you know I'm a coast cock. When my shit drop, niggas so nut. Now you wanna take shots? Your whole life's in a rut. Look how long it took you just to get where I got top. Patty Monroe now I be Papa. Big Mama. Now you wanna be the girl's main lover. Woo-hoo!
Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Straight One Side. Say yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I honestly feel like the way hip hop is affecting the kids of today. Everybody, like some people they might not even like hip hop, and some people they might be so involved in the whole culture, because it's not just a music thing, it's a culture thing. It's the way you speak, it's the way you greet your family, it's the way you dress, what steez, what combo you got going on. It's more than just music.
Come on, ladies and gentlemen, join in. Learn to dance with us. It's very simple. We got some habits. Right. Something like that. Come on.
Enough time to come out, shoot to rust, I got to politically but forgive him my buck, I'll forget, I'ma give her that back. Or you are you in the fight, control, I spark the draw, the kids in a bunch of dough. I said it better get
Right in. Refresh it like that. Come on. Here we go. Come on.
Totally like blessed to get an opportunity to perform here for the second time.
I'm a little bass, I'ma have them turn my music up in outer space. I'ma bring it back for ya, have them with the smoke, smoke my track for ya. Take her back to the Himalayas.
Last year my name was the last name on the list, and now what? How do I feel? It's an amazing opportunity, and just what he's doing like for the youth, 10-year family reunion was nothing but blessings on blessings.
It's that reality, but it's my job to speak up, and I do it frankly too. They're looking at me like, how can this be? This ain't no comeback, it's the come up. Sorry, I don't speak, no friends me. Got no time for the small talk, I don't talk small. Best believe you can miss me. I get it going now, when you're showing out slave stages like the 47 going out. See the creeps and the freaks, but when they a hater, I can stand and smell like the one. You better breathe before I murder it. Don't know my name by now.
This right here, it's my latest single. It's titled Messy, produced by Muzi. He's a cat from Durban, and he's out right now in Berlin doing his thing, pushing his crazy, hectic sounds on that side. And this is basically a track where I just tell the whole industry and everybody who hears about it, it's about to get real messy right now. We stop playing games. Stop playing games now. This is real life. That's what it is.
Are you sure you wanna ride with the baddest chick in town? If you ain't fly, I'ma ignore your call.
And then
Know you down, it's about to get messy. I know you down, it's about to get messy.
For those of you who don't know, I go by the name of Miss Patty Monroe, aka Young Messi, aka Patty Monreezy, aka Scary Poppins, because you know I keep popping, man. So good. Hi. I need to withdraw money. Where are you going? Are you coming to the back? What? I'm there. I need to just withdraw money, then I'll swipe it for drinks, and then I'll be at the back. Can we just do it 1 minute? Sorry, guys. How do I feel about the love? You know, like that's all. I try my best to just give love out there and to get it back, like on a regular basis. It's nothing but amazing. That's what it is, guys. Appreciate it.
The sickest MC ever.
Let's take a picture. Let's take a picture.
Where's the camera? Where's the camera?
Come on, guys. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. How my music influences the kids. I call them my malachis. If you listen and you like my music, you are a malachi for shizzle. It's cool. I'm so happy. Thank you. How's it? Oh, do you want to take one? Oh, yes. Nowadays, it's not enough to just be passionate about something. That's not enough nowadays. You've got to be completely obsessed with this thing. It's got to be your life. You got to love it. You got to eat it. You got to breathe it. And it's got to be your whole world. And if that's the way you think, that's the way it's going to be. I mean, go cute that looks.
Tell the world I know it's too late. Boys and girls, I think I'm going great. Trying to sign my face this all day. Won't you please believe when I say, when you know we've been hurt, been down before. Nigga, when our pride was low, looking at the world like, where do we go? Nigga, and we hate poor. When they kill us dead in the street for sure. Nigga, I'm at the preacher's door. My knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
Nigga, we gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Do you hear me? Do you feel me? We gon' be alright. Nigga, we gon' be alright. Huh? We gon' be alright.
I try my best to spread a positive message, man. Sometimes it might not be that straightforward. Sometimes I might just be talking about myself in that song. And it's because I believe in myself that much. You know, I mean, check here, I'm doing this interview with you guys right now. You're watching me on the television right now. Why? Because we don't stop moving. You got to put in that work, guys, and believe in yourself. Though I want them to believe in themselves the way I believe in myself. And if we all can do that, whoa. Yeah, this earth would be such an amazing place.
Shows like these are rare, man, and when you find them, you can find that everybody comes. That means there's a need for the youth to express themselves, you know, and hip-hop is a big vehicle for the youth to express themselves, to play the color lines, you know, all of that. And I think shows like these help the youth to, hey man, to be present, to be seen, to go out, to see that there's more to life than going to clubs. There's more to art than what they hear on TV and see, or what they see on TV and hear on radio. Expression itself, I mean, performance art, hip-hop like this is rare. And when you get to see it and you see that people are actually dedicated and they put so much into their artwork, into their art form and into who they are, and that alone lets the youth know that, hey man, you are not alone. That alone lets the youth know that you are not alone. Yeah.
Performances. Zara and Edom to give a round warm welcome to Big Zulu. Master T. I will shine
like when it started, it was still small. Like I think they were given like more underground guys like a platform so that they can be able to express themselves. Because it was sort of like a platform where they can utilize so that they can be seen out there. Everyone is sharing stage, like sharing the stage, like with underground cats, your commercial cats, you know, like it's broader and it's open for everyone, and I think it's grown, like in terms of that, like even your service providers, like guys who are sponsoring the show, like it's bigger than before, you know. So I feel like it has developed, it has grown, and it's better. And I think the future is looking brighter for Back to the City going forward.
Groundbreaker with facts, we both say the movements. Concentrated on floor and loose facts. Use rapid tools to the one. Not too bad amusement. I cruise out with a fake, assume that.
Like we're nominated for Summer Award for Best Hip Hop in 2012. We won a best rap group in 2013 for the Gospel Crown Awards. You know, so like we've been at it and pushing ever since.
Shaking stereotypes, take the word behind. Spin the stripes, consecrated flows like the riverside. Risen like the son of man, spinning from upon the land. Heating breath to cover plans, living life above the range. Mission trust to understand the last days, the band. Nothing ever artifacts, fortified in artifacts. Architects with body facts, scientists with crime. Keep it touching from your back, moving like a great yard.
Had an art sale, but there is a bomb in Gilead. Medicated for the spirit and fixed period.
To everyone who loves hip hop, stay loyal to the art form. Our new album is coming through in the next 2 or 3 months. So look out for Last Days Fam. You can find us on Last Days Fam, Twitter/Last Days Fam, and Facebook/Last Days Fam. So wherever you are, social media, social networks, websites, look out for Last Days Fam. Our album is coming through soon.
I know the people matter, the freedom of people gather. Your armor, the battlefield where you wrestle the evil scatter. It's bigger than rapping and trap that you feeling. Picture life is bigger than that, don't be trapped like you feeling. When you caught up in your own way.
When you're caught up in your own world, sin is in your domain with no gain, but strive for more pain. The life of pure shame is vanity.
To live for self, too many casualties, eternal destination. Picture heaven as your reality. A dark soul, you owe your life to him, your heart's cold. We fire in the house, others might your heart for the gospel.
This Christ for the people first, who've been led in the life show. It's life that we're seeking first by reflecting the blood, so never apologetic. Last days, behold the record.
Kingdom is blasphemous like Lazarus, we know what breath is. That you life in the off-world dimension.
But there is a bomb in Gilead, medicated for the spirit and fixed period. By the time the numbers up, my life never flashes. My seeds that never say that they inherited the poison my eyes seal. But there is a bomb in Gilead, medicating for the spirit and fixed period. By the time my numbers up, my life never flashes. My sheets that never say that they inherited the poison. Come on, let's go.
Last days, that's what it is.
Yo, are y'all still here? Back to the city. You'll be a fantastic crowd. Shout out to you.
Yo, remember which camera TV has
15 years time, I see Back to the City becoming a global event, a global event where people from across the world will want to come to South Africa to experience what we're experiencing today.
Peace was never peaceful. We go to war in the name of peace. Police carry pieces in the streets to keep the peace, and the one with the biggest piece gets the bigger piece. I mean, Lumumba got sold for a piece of rice. Steve Biko slipped, tripped, fell, hanged in the name of peace. The Twin Towers became piece of the soil for piece of the oil. Kids in Baghdad bagged their dads in body bags in the name of peace. My brother rest in peace because he tried to keep the peace. And this is just a piece of my mind, so I hope you don't mind. Before I rest in peace, I like to end this piece with peace.
Bring 'em off, yo.